Thank you for tuning in to the Rational Bettor. Luke Skywalker. We got a couple of games to get you to the winner with and cash these bets in for Tuesday, July 14th. The first matchup is the American League versus the National League in the Midsummer Classic in Philadelphia. We're going to have Christopher Sanchez. He's going to start in front of the home team against Dylan Cease. This matchup right here, I like the American League to keep winning. They have won 8 out of the last 10 straight up against the National League. The last time the National League won was 2023, 3-2 in Seattle. If the game happened to end in a tie, it will end that way. They won't do any extra inning in this game, just to protect the players from the injury, to do any more arms and play an extra inning. This game will, if the game happened to end in a tie, that's the way it will end. There's no extra inning in the Midsummer Classic now. 2020 game got postponed due to COVID. And 2023 was the last time the National League beat the American League. So I'll take the American League to win this game on the money line plus 125. And then take this game under 7.5. It's just a lot of pitchers, a lot of hitters. You know, they're not going to be able to conduce any offense in this matchup. You got too many high relief pitchers, and they coming in giving everything they have. You know, showing up in front of the crowds, trying to show that they are the best at what they do. And a lot of times, you know, the best hitter in baseball going to only hit 300. If you a 300 hitter in your lifetime, you're going to be in the Hall of Fame. So a lot of times, just like in the playoff, the high matchup like this, it goes to the pitcher. The American League have the better, the starters. They have the better bullpen. And you got guys that's going to be coming in like Loveland, and those guys right there, they're going to be giving the gas. And this is going to be a low-scoring game, just as always. And I expect this game to stay under 6.5. Even though they got a 7.5, I still like it under 6.5. Take the American League on the money line. Back them with the history. They have won 8 out of the last 9. 7 out of the last 10 in this matchup went under. And let's keep riding with that. American League money line. American League on the under 7.5. And let's cash that bet in right there. The best that you're going to see, you will see it on the pitching side. A lot of these hitters, they won't have a clue what's coming on. And that's why the under has been one of the best plays. We always attack the under. Even when they have set it at 6.5, and we'll still attack that under. This game, it should end up 3-2. This game should end up 4-2. This game should end up 2-1. It should be a low-scoring game. Take the American League to be able to keep dominating the series. Going to the women's basketball, we got Portland Fire against Connecticut Suns. This matchup right here, Portland won both games, 83-82, the last matchup. Before that, they beat them 71-61. They won both of those games. Portland coming in as the better team with Brenda Griner, game time with a quad strain. And then Nisha Morrow, she missed her last 3 games. 2 of them for personal reason. The last one to get reconditioned. So she's game time, and this game gonna come on early in the morning at 10 o'clock. So even if she played, Morrow did have a good matchup against the Portland Fire. Both games she had 12 and 12 in the first matchup, and then the second matchup she had 13 points, 13 rebounds. She been getting double-double. So that's another matchup you could take to the window too. If she do play, and she's game time, you know, even if she do play, you can take her on a double-double, or you can take her on no rebounds. You know, Portland like to play a fast-paced, up-a-tempo game, and it should be a lot of extra possessions. Portland going to shoot a lot of threes. They have 6 players shooting over 36% from the three-point range. And then take Portland to go over. I know that both matches went under early in the season, but right now, the way Portland is playing, this game should go over. Portland just beat the Atlanta Dreams, 102-92. They hit 14 threes. That's the 5th time this year that Portland have made at least 14 threes. They got 6 players hitting over 36% from the three-point range. You got Sarah Baker shooting 39%. You got Bridget Carlton hitting 37%. Emily Ansler shooting 36%. Megan Gustafson shooting 40%. You got Carla Light shooting 39%. And even though down here, Camille Small, and you know, she's have a limited amount, but she shot 7, but she made 4 of those at 57%. So when she come in the game, Portland would be able to stay to keep firing threes. Even if Brittany Griner play, I still like Portland in this matchup. She's too big. She's clumsy. She don't have the foot speed. Even though if she do play, she'll help us with the over. She'll be able to get some easy buckets in the paint. Portland don't have nobody in that size that can match up with her. So Brittany on the offensive side, she'll get easy layups, easy buckets. But on the defensive side, Portland be able to kill her with that pick and roll, pick and pop. You'll be able to get a lot of threes from Gustafson. You'll be able to get a lot of threes from Carla Light. So I like this matchup right here. Take Portland in the over, 166. Take Portland money line, or take a +1.5 or +1. Whatever matchup you can see, whatever line you get right there, just hammer Portland. They're the better team. They're in good form right now. And this game will go over. Even though the two matchups previously went under, we like this game right here to go over. And Connecticut they've been a solid team covering the spread. They're 12-11 against the spread overall. They're 7-6 against the spread at home. But I think this matchup right here, it won't be conducive to into their favor. You got Portland, they run a high volume of pick and roll. A high volume of pick and roll. If you got a clumsy big center like Brenda Griner, she won't be able to keep up with that pick and roll, pick and pop. They will be able to dive. They'll be able to pop. And in this game right here, we like Portland to be able to walk away with this win. Let's take this to the window and cash this right here. Portland +1, Portland -1, Portland over 166.5, and it'll go over right now. They're in good form. They're in good form. Portland is 6-6 against the spread at home, 5-6 against the spread on the road. Their defense is not good. That's why I always like the over. They're giving up 91 points, but they're often going to put up 85. And that's against the best of them. Our last matchup we're going to go to. Washington won both matchups, even though both of them was pretty close. The spread, it was Toronto -1.5 the first time. Washington went over there and beat them outright 68-65 in Ontario. Then they came back. Washington was the favorite, -1.5, and Toronto covered that hook. They lost 86-85. And the last game went over 169. I like this game to go over here. And we know Sonia Citron, she's back. She missed a couple of games, but she came back, put up 18 points in her last game. We like this matchup right here. One of my favorite matchups, I went and looked at it. I want y'all to take to the window if you like player props. Take Marina Mabry over her points, 20.5. It might go up to 21.5, but she'll still clear that. The two matchups she played against Washington Mystics, she put up 54 points, 27 in both matchups. Without Brittany Sykes, she'd be able to get more opportunities. So take Marina Mabry over her points. She'll easily clear that. They don't have that many options. She's going to get a buku amount of plays, a buku amount of touches. Take Marina Mabry over her 21.5 points. She probably have 20.5, but I like that to go easily over. She might clear that close to halftime just because she loved the matchup. Washington play a high-paced, a high up-tempo game. Sonia Citron, really not a defensive guard. So Marina may be able to get hers. And I like this game to go over. Tempo is another team that like to run. They're 6-7 straight up at home. And they really cover better on the road. And when I mess with Toronto and I take them, and I back Toronto, I back Toronto on the road. They're 7-3 against the spread on the road, compared to 5-8 against the spread at home. When you look at the Washington Mystics, they're one of my favorite teams. You know, when you look at the road splits, my favorite one is the Sparks on the road. You got Las Vegas on the road. You got Minnesota Lynx on the road. You got the Dallas Wings on the road. And you got the Washington Mystics is one of my favorite teams to back when they're on the road. They're 6-5 straight up on the road. 6-5 against the spread on the road, putting up 81 points a game, giving up 84 on the defensive end. So I like this game to go over. They went over 169. I still think this game right here will go over 180. They got it right now 170.5. Even if it climbed to 172.5, don't hesitate. And then don't get scared. Don't be shy about it. Go ahead and take that over. When we look at this matchup, going back to it, take Washington +1.5 or -1, Or this game, by the time you get to the window, it might be at a pick 'em. And take the game over 170. I got it at 170 and a half right now. I believe the line will move up to about 171, 172, but I still feel comfortable taking this game over. Just two good teams that's going to get up and down, give us some points. It's going to go down to the wire. The first two matches went all the way down to the wire. Came down to Sonia Citrone. Ball control, her ball handling, and she better get to the free throw line and make those. And let's take Washington on the money line or the plus 1.5. Take Washington on the over. Let's take Marina Mabry over her points. I expect her to get by 29-30. And guys, just like I said, if you like what you see and you like what you're hearing, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell, and we'll give you some more content. We'll get you some more firepower to be able to go to the books with. You know, if you currently working with somebody else, tune in to us and get some more additional info. That way, you know, you can never have enough. You know, we put some money in your pocket. Like I said, tune in daily, guys, and we'll be able to get you on the winning side. Thank you for tuning in to the Rational Bettor. Guys, just to recap, let's go back and put it all together. Give us a good leg and get ready for Major League Baseball coming back Thursday and Friday. We'll be able to have some more bullets, you know, in our ammo, to be able to have more to be able to fight with them when this baseball come back. So take the American League money line, take the American League and the under. This game right here, historically, it's always the under game. You're going to have a lot of great pitchers, Hall of Fame types, you know, going to be coming in, inning up to inning. Guys seeing different arm release, different pitch types, and they won't be able to get settled in. By the time they think they done seen or thought and think what he have, I can get to it, it'll be another guy coming in. And historically, the American League have dominated this series. Won 8 out of the last 9 straight up. 2025 game ended up in a tie. And just in case you wonder, if this game end up in a tie, it won't be no extra inning. They don't want to risk no injuries. They just let the game in how it may be. And last time the National League won in the last 10 games against the American League was 2023, and they won that game 3-2. Take the Portland Fire to keep going. They won 3 out of their last 5. They're just a better team. They shoot the 3 ball really good right now. Carla Light, Gustafson. Take them to go over. Take Portland -1, +1. It depends on what lines you end up with when you go to the window. And then take them over 166. The first matchup went way under. Then the second matchup, it still went under, but I still like this matchup to climb. It's just a different team right now. Portland, they know what they have. The first couple of games early in the season, Portland trying to figure themselves out. Right now, they know what they have. They know the offensive power they have, and then the system that they're running. So take Portland in the over. Then the last matchup, take Washington in the over. They 6-5 straight up on the road. Beat some of the best teams there is. So take Washington in the over to go down there and have a good game, up and down game against tempo, and be able to cash that in at over 170. Take Washington in the over.